You're cruising for a bruising.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Allan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
I learned where that came from.
What? Jokes?
Yeah, they took two drums and a cymbal and threw it off a cliff. And when they hit the ground, it went boomps.
It's like that.
It did. Okay.
Well, great. That's probably the most factual thing possibly that'll be on the show tonight.
There you go.
Welcome to the 107th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, the hottest podcast outside. So we're so glad you joined us and appreciate your support so very much. Fred, it's hot. It's hot as shit.
It is so fucking hot.
You can keep up with us at blcpodcast.com and please drop us a like or a follow on X, Facebook, Instagram, or our TikTok. Please rate us on your favorite podcast platform. And we also have a Patreon, which is patreon.com/blcworld. Yeah. And we are, of course, broadcast on the Pop Culture Pros Network. Check them out at popculturepros.com. And now, our show's hottest piece of ass. It's Fred.
No,
I meant hot because you have a temperature.
I feel like Britney Spears' ass is just not good. I just feel like I used to feel good. Like
feel
Britney
great.
Spears' ass, yeah, but now I don't feel
Lost
good.
it. I've seen better days.
Seen better days. Ooh, I got it again.
Didn't Britney Spears get divorced again?
Yeah.
Good for her. Good for her.
And as always, let me introduce my man, my guy, Allan.
Yeah, thank you.
He's the only one who gives himself applause.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's so dirty.
Yes.
So Fred, I have to tell you, we're gonna do a little exercise, Fred, for the kids at home.
No, I'm not.
Yep, kids. No, it's not a real exercise. Don't worry. I would never force anyone to do that, let alone myself. Don't worry. I did look at exercising this week, and I figured that was a step in the right direction.
You just looked at it.
Yeah, I was like, well, because when you're out of shape and you're like, I'm going to get into shape, you're like, there are very, very low level hurdles that you have to clear. Like I have a gym membership, which I've had for 3 years and never used. You have to write a fucking letter to get it canceled. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So I was like, all right, well, let me call and check and make sure I still have a gym membership. It's been coming out of my account every month. So I called them and they're like, oh, yeah, you're still a member. And I'm like, okay, great. And they're like, you gonna come in? I was like, no, don't worry. They're like, okay, great. They're like, because we're still doing Pizza Fridays or whatever, Pizza Wednesdays, whatever we do, which is so shitty. But so I was like, what day is it? I can just come get free pizza. I'll do that.
You're the one keeping that gym in business.
Oh, yeah, man. You're welcome, Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
I'm the planet in Planet Fitness. So
you just keep circling around it.
I just circle around the parking lot 10 times and then reverse orbit. And then shoot off. Then the gravitational pull shoots me right to McDonald's across the street. So I was like, okay, so I got the gym membership down. All right. One little hurdle, barely crossed very slowly. Then I was like, all right, so what do I do? So now that I know that I could go to the gym,
right?
I'm probably going to need some new shoes because I'm going to need some gym shoes because I don't really have good tennis shoes. I don't really have a pair of sneakers. I have my tap shoes. Yeah. And then I have my business shoes and sometimes tap is my business, Fred. And so I was like, well, all right, let me get the shoes. And then I was like, oh, we'll see. So Amazon, I can get these shoes. They'll be here tomorrow.
Right.
Express, I can get these shoes and they'll be here in mid-July of next year. I was like, well, AliExpress is $3 cheaper. Let's just sign up for that. No, I'm kidding. I got my shoes. Shoes are in. They fit my feet good enough. And then I was like, okay, so now that I have the shoes, I have to figure out, like, if I was to go to the gym, what kind of workout routine would I participate in?
Right.
Because you don't want to go unprepared.
No.
It can be a very daunting task when, you could just go and walk.
Look at these machines.
Right. And I'm like, and I'm like, let me just go find the bathroom.
Right,
and just hang out there for a couple hours and look at dudes.
Use it just to take showers.
Yeah.
Do you have the
take showers?
Planet Express, the black card?
Of course I do, Alan.
Okay, well,
listen, if you're going to do it
and get the massage.
If you're going to do it, go all the way, baby. That's what I'm saying. I know. I could use the massage chairs. I could use the hot towel, whatever.
Yeah, just go in for that.
It seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, I used to have a Planet Fitness, and I did the same thing. And I went in. I just went in there, and I was like, "Hey," I was like, I've completed my fitness goals.
Technically, I went to the gym.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh yeah." I said, "Yeah, look at me, I'm done. I'm just done.
I went.
I went."
So I was like, all right, well, let me figure out what my scheme is going to be here. What am I going to focus on as my, like, am I going to lift weights? Am I doing cardio?
Squats.
Right. What am I really trying to bulk up here? Because I'm pretty bulked up as is. And, then I was like, oh, well, maybe I should just do a variety. And then it turns out they have this like 30-minute circuit thing you can do where it's like, just go in and we'll do all the work except for the work. And it's like 30 minutes, you're in and out. And I was like, oh man, that sounds great. But 30 minutes it's a long time to be away from my car.
Episode of the Smurfs or something.
Well, and then that's what I was like, oh, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll get some self-help books and I'll listen to those while I work out, double whammy that shit. And we're still in the process. Now I'm having to find the right
work
books.
on your mind and body.
Right. Tone all my parts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now I'm in the process of finding a couple different books, and so now as soon as I get those done and I get them downloaded and then I listen to them 3 or 4 times each, then I can really start doing it at the gym. Because I wouldn't want to go and not get a good book to listen to.
If I can give you a recommendation, Gary Coleman has a really good mind and body self-help book.
What you talking about, Matty?
Yeah.
What you talking about, fat ass? I love it. I would absolutely read that book too. I thought about that too, like reading just autobiographies of people.
Well, you should get a book on tape with him, reading the book.
All right, Gary Coleman. Not to bring up death again this week in the show, but so we're working on it, Fred. We're getting there.
Dead?
Yeah,
Gary Coleman. Yeah, he died 10 years ago?
I think
6 years ago.
Willis is the only one living.
It's true.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yep.
He died in 2010, so 13 years ago.
Damn, what you talking about, Parker?
What are you talking about is what I say.
Don't try to guess it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said like 10 years ago. I was pretty close.
Yeah.
Time goes faster when you're old. So,
it does.
So Fred, in despite of all that stuff, and I'm getting there, I'm basically almost to the gym. So we're almost there, baby. Can't wait. I'm going to be ripped in a week. And if I'm not ripped in a week, I quit.
I want my money back.
Yeah, I need my 3 years back.
I want my money back for the week that I went and the 3 years that
and they're like, well, here's the good news, sir. If you don't come, you'll get a discount because you'll be dead much, much sooner.
All you gotta do is go in there on Fridays. Eat
is that
all
pizza
the
day?
Pizza. Yeah, eat all the pizza. Just like all of it. Get your $3,000 worth.
It's COVID Pizza Fridays, kids. It's COVID Pizza Fridays at Planet Express or Planet Fitness. My bad. Either way. So, thank you, Alan. That's exactly what it's going to sound like when I go and get on that treadmill on the elliptical machine or like the stair stepper. That stair stepper scares me because I'm afraid it's going to suck me up.
You get that stair stepper, I'm coming behind you with a tuba.
Dude, how mean would that be to do?
So
By the way, so mean. I would. If you are of above average size and you're working your ass off at the gym, even if you're just lightly working your ass off, props to you because you're a step ahead of me.
Keep going.
Yes.
So don't stop.
That's all it is the motivation, man. Like
it is. You just got to get in there. And that's the thing. I know if I was to get there, I'd do stuff because I would be like,
I need somebody to like push me to tell me what to do next. Like, because when I went to physical therapy, it was like I went in there and I was like, "Let's go, dude." He was like, "Do this for like 10 reps of these and do that." Blah blah blah. He gave me step by step, and I was like, he was like, "Bro, you're like on it." I was like, "Yeah," and then like it was over with.
Like,
he gave me these papers. He gave me these papers. It was like, "Here's all the stuff we did,
like, nope.
all the reps and the steps." He's like, "Take it home and just continue doing it." I sat on the couch and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, you're like, well, let me tear that up real quick.
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
I left it in the truck. Like,
perfect.
I didn't even take it in the house.
Well, you can't be blamed for that if you didn't have it with you. How are you going to do the exercises?
Yeah, true.
So no, I just wouldn't want to go to the gym and be like Allan said, like go and just sit, because then like you become like the gym creep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're just like that dude who's just like sitting there, like especially like a fat dude.
And nowadays, like
you're an extra creep.
They go to the gym just to film the creep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They wear the revealing outfits and
they set you up.
Set the phone right there and like get back home and like, look at this guy. Look at my ass.
How dare he?
Yeah.
How dare he? So
there was one about a blind guy who was just like, you know, he's just doing his shit. He's just blind. He's not looking at anything. You know what I'm saying? And like the chick is like, look at me. And he's like, what the fuck? I'm not looking at anything. I'm blind. You know what I'm saying?
And she's like, whatever, bro.
And they kicked him out. You know what I'm saying? They kicked him out.
Go figure.
Kicked the blind guy out.
I like the idea of them just like kicking him out though and being like, all right, well, walk in that direction.
Yeah.
Good luck.
They hit the door.
Good luck. Yeah.
They didn't even have your stick.
Nope, you'll get nothing. You
Confiscated it.
Exactly. Welcome to Planet Fitness, bitch. Pizza's on Friday. Come get your bagels. So, no, Fred. I want to tell you, this is a great chance, great opportunity for us to take a little time and let's get back to the community, Fred.
Oh.
So, for the kids at home who love our show, which is so many kids that love our show, and adults, probably, I hope. Otherwise, we're the creepy guys. We're the creepy guys in podcasting. Yeah. We're like, hey, kids, want to hear some cursing and farts? I'm like, I sure do, mister. Well, get in our van. Get in our creepy podcast van. So what I want to do, Fred, is I want to run through, because we always tell people, like, hey, you should tell your friends about the show. You should mention the show to other people. And we have thousands and millions of listeners already, but we would like 10 or 15,000.
Thousands, a million more.
Right, more. Just 1 or 2 millions or 10 or 15,000. Whatever's faster.
Whatever.
Same thing. 6 of 1, half.
Whatever you can give us.
Right. But just tell one friend. So we're going to do some scenarios, Fred. We're going to do some role playing. Ooh. Me, you, and Allan. We're going to talk. We're going to go through some ways that you can tell your friends about the show with our pants on, preferably. Okay. Well, your pants on, my pants are already off. So, I mean, it's Wednesday night. Come on. And that's the other thing. If I have my pants off, I can't go to the gym because that's public. That's indecent exposure. Yeah, indecent. So once the pants come off, I can't. There's nothing I can really do about it. So, Fred, I'm going to bring up some scenarios, and you and Allan are going to help me to walk our lovely listeners through how to tell your friends about the show. All right. Yeah. Wow. Thanks, Allan. Look at that. Now we're in scenario land.
There you go.
So I'm just bebopping down the street. I love this show. This is hilarious. This Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Great stuff. Oh, hi, Fred.
Hey,
how are you today?
Man. Oh man, I'm doing fairly well.
What's new in your world?
Man, I've been a little under the weather, as they say.
Have you been sick? Do you know what would make you feel better?
What's that?
The Black Lincoln Collective podcast, I guess.
Oh, is that a new
look
podcast?
them up at blcpodcast.com. Don't worry about what it is.
Okay.
Because you're sick and you're on death's door.
That's right. I'm laying in bed. I got nothing else.
Why don't you get ushered into the sweet long night with the dulcimer sounds of our friends from the Black Lincoln Collective?
I don't know what that word means, but I'll give it a shot.
Dulcimer?
Yeah.
I believe it means seductive. I hope.
Well,
so if your friends if any of your friends are in hospice care, tell them about the show. Jesus Christ! Don't do that. I mean, you can do that, but don't make us the last thing they listen to, please.
Yeah,
that's not good for anyone. So let's go through another scenario. Hey, Fred.
Hey, Matt.
you know what I like, Fred?
What's that, man?
I like to listen to some people talk about things that they don't really know anything about. Would you by chance know of, say, 3 sexy dudes who talk about things they don't know anything about for about an hour a week?
Well, I know there's that one guy, Joe something or other. But,
no, he's. This is not how this is supposed to go.
It's just one guy. We're talking about.
Yeah, that's one guy.
That's what I was going to say.
I need 3, at least 2.5 guys.
Oh well, there is that. I've heard of this one podcast. It's called the Black Lincoln Collective, I believe it is.
Sure.
I think that's what it is.
I've never heard of that.
Hey guys,
man.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but I've heard about that podcast. It's actually pretty good.
Have you heard about it on a rock?
When I have
a rock in a park.
Yeah.
When I have to take a long shit, that's when I listen to it.
I was running through the park and I saw it on a rock.
Yeah. It's great toilet humor.
That's right. It literally is great humor for the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. And if you don't like your phone, just throw it away too.
Yeah.
So great to tell me that. They have a weird name. How would I find them in the internet?
I believe they have a website that says blc.com, I believe it is.
Nope.
blc.world. I'm sorry, blc.world. But they do have a Patreon. It's a Black Lincoln Collective Patreon. And you should give them money.
Yeah, especially if you haven't listened. Give them money.
Buy them a cup of coffee or something.
Yeah. No, okay. So hey, Allan.
Yes.
I think those guys.
What are you doing in this CD bar on the bad side of town?
Well, I'm standing next to this lady here, CD bar. No, we're in Bojangles. And this lady's complaining because she hadn't gotten her chicken.
Oh.
So I was trying to tell her. I was trying to tell her that, while she's waiting, she can listen to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Oh, that would be good for her and for the chicken.
Yeah.
I assume.
Whores.
Chickens. Hey,
whores don't get their chicken.
That's right. No chicken for you, prostitute. So, speaking of that, and this has nothing to do with what we're going through, which, by the way, these are great exercises, guys. I feel like we're really opening up and feeling the experiences.
That's right.
Look at that. Fred's gotten sick. Fred,
I'm so strong.
you know something that's better than a COVID vaccine, Fred? This Black Lincoln Collective podcast. We'll vaccinate you from sadness. PLCpodcast.com. We'll boost your ears.
Grandma, we did it.
You'll never get ear COVID if you listen to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Ear COVID.
It could be a thing. Give it a year.
Yeah,
like wax is just like running out of your ears.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but you have to put your ears on respirators unless you listen to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Put ivermectin in your ears. We're like ivermectin for your ears, except horses love us too.
Ozantic.
That's right. Oh no,
we went from
So it's weird. It's a weird show. So no, I do have a question though, for reals.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We were talking about chicken a minute ago.
Right.
And I saw no, it's not a food related question, but it kind of is. Have you heard the thing that people are saying that chicken tasted different back in the day? Have you ever heard anybody say that?
Everything tasted different back in the day.
Did it? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chicken's always been. Well, see, that's the thing is when you don't season it, it tastes the same.
Well, even so, man, it's all about the
well, I also think
chicken and feed the
chicken. Sure. I also think that
mass producing the chickens.
Right. I think that's part of it. Is back in the day, you would get a chicken from there's my chicken guy.
Right.
Crazy Ronnie in the chicken farm.
Right. Well, I mean, you didn't used to have, you had one spot to get chicken.
Right.
You had one Kentucky Fried Chickens. You had one Kentucky Fried Chicken, or you got your chicken from the grocery store. One grocery store in town that everybody went to, and now, shit, the town we live in has 7 grocery stores?
Probably.
So I mean, are they all getting that chicken from the same place? They're mass producing these chickens. You know what I'm saying? They're feeding them shit to make them fatter. You know what I'm saying? Faster. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, of course it's gonna taste different. Yeah, it tastes different, man.
Yeah, it tastes different.
Yeah,
when you get it from a meat market like that place,
right.
The chicken from there was amazing.
Yeah,
it tastes so much better. Yeah, it tastes so much better. It's all about how it's raised and stuff, man.
Yeah. Did you see the people were like claiming that they were like 3D printing chicken now too?
You can do that. I believe it.
You can't do that.
Yes, you can. You can make.
I can 3D print chicken.
They got meat, man. They got the
made of meat.
Meat putty,
yeah, they do have meat putty. That's right.
I have seen that. I have seen where they put
slime,
like
that pink slime.
They're like freezing it together, like makes it into one piece of meat.
The goo.
Oh man,
that's it.
Oh,
that's what it is, man.
Crazy.
Shit.
Well, I mean, birds aren't
chicken.
Real. So
it's true, and birds aren't even real to start with. So maybe chicken did things different when it wasn't a bird. Goodness gracious, this is our greatest hits. Speaking of our greatest hits, Fred, I would love for you to congratulate me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nope, you don't have to do that. That's not how I'd like you to. Well, shit. Maybe I would. I don't know. Hold on. Let me finish what I'm going to say, and you're going to probably regret whipping it, saying you want to whip it out. Because so I want you, Fred, to congratulate me on my 2-year anniversary of being an ordained minister.
Hey,
and such. I promise I'm not. See, exactly.
You whip it out.
I don't. No, I won't whip it out.
That's what preachers do.
I'm not Catholic, so
no, that's what
you don't have to worry about anyone whipping it out around me. But yeah, I got an email.
That's what they do.
That's what they're best
preachers. Priests do that, not preachers.
They all do it. They all do it, man.
Right. Everybody whips it out.
Like
Allan.
my local church that I went to
whips it out all the time.
No, the minister got like ousted because he was sleeping with like one of the congregation, and like he was married.
Dude, that's happened
so much, man. Like
it's crazy how that shit happens.
The devil is a tempter.
Are you ever
a tempter? He's a
Fred,
tempter.
are you ever kind of disappointed that none of your priests molested you?
No, I'm so glad they did not. I'm so glad they did not.
Just checking. I just want to make sure that you weren't like, damn, I feel left out. Like,
black preachers like pussy.
True.
Yeah, they do, man. They don't.
They like
that's
pussy,
true.
Man. Yep. They pimps, man. They pimps.
Yeah.
I remember when
well, that's why, because they get the robes and stuff.
Yeah, they got the fly robes, man.
I remember when I moved to South Carolina, they had a news report, and that was the first time I've ever heard of it, of a preacher that died. He was cheating on his wife, and he died fucking
on top of the girl.
Yeah, on top of the girl. Yeah,
on top of the girl. God,
yeah.
Oh,
like,
man.
Damn, he's the man. You know, at the time I was like, yeah. It's still like right now. I'm like, yeah.
Reminds me of Color Purple. How'd he die? On top of me.
That's a hell of a way to go.
Come and go. He came and went at the same time.
He came and went at the same time.
You hope that's the case. That would be like the worst thing, though. Is like, so imagine like if that did happen, and then like he died.
Oh yeah, that's scarring for the woman.
And well, I know, and then like the lady got pregnant.
Oh man!
And then like the baby came out, and it was like, is that him? Is that like? Did he like inject his soul into me?
Yeah, he knew he was about to go.
Like, and he's back.
Did. Yeah,
you know, like, oh god, that's
baby came out smoking cigars. Like,
can you imagine being the kid?
Give me that titty milk.
Let's say if the preacher had kids, and he was cheating on their mom, and then hey, your dad died fucking some other chick.
Yeah.
That's a good story at school, you know.
Yeah.
This is your daddy. What would it be like? Your brother, your daddy brother, or something? Like,
I guess it was bad if it wasn't because he was a preacher. So I guess that's what makes it worse.
Right. I'm sure that shit happens all the time.
That's insane, man.
Yeah, people are weird, man.
We're
people
human. That's what we do.
No, we're not all human.
Yeah, we're human. We're only human, flesh, blood, or man.
There it is. See, Fred's not afraid. I'm glad that COVID hasn't taken your spirit.
My
soul.
voice, it take my.
No, it's taking some of your voice. You sound like
the dude sound like ass, though. It's like I'm talking in a bottle or something.
Dude, 2 weeks ago before the show, like I sincerely didn't think I was gonna be able to do it because my voice was shot. It was all because of that Skeletor voice.
Skeletor fucked you up.
And I'm afraid to do it now. Like, I don't even want to do it. I'm afraid it's going to. Yeah. I just can't even. I'm not even going to try.
Return to eternity.
I am God. Yeah, anyway, we're not doing it anymore today, probably. But yeah, no, it's just crazy, man. Like, so I'm 2 years a priest, still haven't gay married anybody, so I'm straight married anybody. No, and I'm kind of getting depressed about it because
I thought you did have one lined up.
I did, and then he didn't want to. He didn't want me to do it.
They didn't want you to do it.
No, because they got his brother.
Put that shit on Craigslist. Put that shit on Craigslist.
I don't trust Craigslist.
Is that Craigslist still there?
No, it still exists. Yeah, but it's real weird.
Yeah, I bet.
It's real weird.
Any old website that used to be popular has got to be weird now.
Well, it's like, I think Facebook Marketplace is kind of taking the place of Craigslist.
Market space.
But that place is weird too.
Oh, yeah. You can find.
I bought a watch on there the other day.
Really?
I did, and I think it was.
Was it still attached to a hand?
No, the lady was like, I got too many. And I'm like, you have too many? What? Like, how do you get too many of a watch?
Oh,
like, it's just not something that you.
Too much of anything. Go ask my wife.
Yeah. It's like too many shirts.
Well, no, but like too many of the exact same watch. So I'm like, this had to have
the exact same
That's
watch?
what she said. Yeah.
Too many cooks.
And I'm like, and it's not even a fancy watch. Like, that's the thing. But it is a fancy enough watch. And I'm not a watch guy by any stretch. Right. I don't like them. But I'm going to hold it up. It's like a hybrid smartwatch thing. So it doesn't really do all the stuff, but it like keeps track of your like pulse and your steps and that bullshit, you know. And that's cool.
That's in your preparation for the gym, right?
This was one of the steps for the gym. I'm not even kidding.
A lady's watch.
I don't care. The price is the price, baby. That's what I was like. Shit, I can get this thing. This is a $200 watch. I can get it for $40. Yeah, all right, I'll do it. I was like, I don't care if it's a lady's watch. I don't care if I have to glue the fucking band around my wrist because I'm like, I don't care. It doesn't matter. $45, man. No, but so I put in I saw, because I was like, let me go look. Let me see what they got on there. Right. And I contacted 3 people because they all had watches of various, sizes and shit. And some of them were like, oh, this one or that one. And what I love is how non-descriptive some people are. And then how overly descriptive other people are. Right. So some were like smartwatch, $60. What, what kind? And those are the people that I ended up not getting any of those. I got the ones
that would be me. If I were to tell anything, I would be like,
thing for sale, $8.
Yeah.
Like what? You're like, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah. If you want it, it's $8. Fuck off. Don't email me again. Which is what I thought they would say, but instead it was quite the opposite. And then they're like, so you want it? I'm like, no, man, I think I'm good. And then this one guy, this one guy had a watch, and it was like a smart watch, but it was like an older Galaxy watch, which whatever. But he wanted too much for the quality, for the age of it and everything, in my non-watch knowing it's shit opinion. And but so I was like, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm going to pass. And he's like, well, why don't you want it? And I was like, well, I just think it's not really what I'm looking for. It's a little older than I would like. He's like, well, yeah, but it's a really good deal. And I'm like, but I don't want it. And then he's like, but why you should get it?
Tell you.
And I'm like, dude, fuck off.
Yeah, dude. People don't know how to take tone of text. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They take everything so offensively or
they take it. That's the problem with text is you read it as you want it to be read.
Right. Yeah.
The only thing that I know about text is if the less letters it is,
right,
the meaner the tone is. That in my experience anyway, because we can do whatever. My wife and I text all day, and everything's fine. She gives me an okay, all right, that's cool. But if I just get the letter K, it's over.
No, to me, K is even better. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
We're gonna have dinner tonight. Okay. You know what I mean?
It's good. Just let's read it for me.
Okay is fine. Okay is okay. But K is K. I can see her eyes rolling through that one letter.
Through the K.
Through the. I'm like, oh shit. And then I have to be like, well, if you want to do this instead, and she's gonna listen, so I'm sure she's gonna do this anyway. She knows.
This is the text. He's like, hey, You want me to pick something up to bring for food? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go fill your tank up while I'm outside in the car? Okay. Are we gonna have sex tonight? Okay.
No, she just says the capital I without the two.
Yeah, I'm like, so there'll be no scissoring for you tonight. I'm like, what does I mean? She's like, I will be, you won't. No, it's just how it is, man. That's marriage and that's people for you. So, no, in my experience, like I said, the less letters equals more trouble for me.
More angst.
Right. So we're going to take a quick break while I get a text from my wife. Okay. And we'll be right back with more of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
The Black Lincoln Collective podcast will return after a word from our sponsors.
Hey there, sports fans. Do you love the thrill of the game as much as we do? Then you got to check out our podcast, Hit the Books. This isn't your average sports talk. We dive into the strategies, the statistics, and the surprising stories behind the sports you love. Each week, we bring the sharp insights, bold predictions, and of course, all the tips you need to raise your sports gambling game to the next level. So whether you're looking to win your next fantasy league or just a deeper appreciation for the sports world, Hit the Books is your ultimate audio and video companion. Ready to join the team? Visit our Linktree or website to access all our episodes, connect with us on social media, and more. Just head over to our Linktree for more.
Welcome back to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, episode number 107. Now with Cybertruck action. Isn't that the noise of? Do they still do that in the new? Have you seen the new Transformers movie? Beast Wars?
Nope.
Have you seen it, Allan? I feel like you probably have.
The Cybertruck? Yeah.
No, the new Transformers movie about Beast Wars.
Yes, I did.
See, I fucking knew it. Did they make the noise?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's iconic.
I like how everyone has their own version of it.
Yeah.
Alan's just like. Just beep, beep. So, Fred.
Yep.
It's time. Okay, first of all, Fred, announcement. It's time for an announcement. Next week, football season's just around the corner, Fred.
Ooh.
So next week, we're going to have some of our friends from the Hit the Books podcast. Check them out at hitthebookspodcast.com. They're going to come on and they're going to talk to us about our gambling addictions that we're going to be forming as the season begins. They're going to give us some of their picks for this year. And they said we're free to ask them any questions we would like about who or whom to gamble on. Ooh. So not only do they cover the NFL, they cover all major sports, including college football, MLB, blah, 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 horse racing, card sharks.
Nice.
I don't know. I don't know. Card sharks. Remember that show?
Yeah, card sharks.
What was the one with the whammies? What was that one?
No whammies. No whammies.
Yeah. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Whammy.
That made a comeback.
I did. Yeah, I remember it coming because there's no new ideas.
Elizabeth Shue.
Yep, still hot. There are no new ideas, Fred, except for the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, where we only have new ideas because we never remember what we did before.
Nope, we don't recycle shit.
Well, we're the official podcast of Alzheimer's patients. We never do the same thing.
It's always new.
Got a friend with Alzheimer's? Tell them about the show. They'll probably forget, but they'll love it. They'll love it if they listen to it. So, Fred. It's time for another new segment. A segment we're going to be a little more serious, possibly this time. And because Fred, you were under the weather and you weren't able to really contribute much to this week's show, I decided to take a different stance, if you will, on Fredline News.
Parker's Press.
Oh, that's way better than I like.
Damn, we should have called it that. Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
where were you for that? No, it's too late. It's too late. It's BLC News. It was supposed to be like it's supposed to be like BBC News, except BLC News and not Big Black Cock News, which would also be great. Like honestly, if I was not lying.
No, it's Big Long Cock now.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Big Lumpy Cock News, sponsored by Peyronie's disease. So Fred, we got a few different ways to take this thing. I'm going to ask you, which one do you want first? Do you want
the Big Long Cock? I'm
which
not
side do
taking
you
that
want?
either
How would
way.
you like? How would you like it?
I'm not taking that either way.
How would you like the lumps? Upside down or
One
regular?
number two.
That's right. One lump or two. So, all right, we'll just go into it. I'm just going to get into our first newses. So, Fred.
Yep.
This guy, this is friends, courtesy of our friends at Mid Hudson News in, I don't know, somewhere. Where's Poughkeepsie? Ohio? Probably Ohio.
No, Poughkeepsie's New York.
Okay, in Poughkeepsie, New York, potentially. This guy has decided that he wanted to hit for the cycle of crimes. Okay. So several, in this Dateline Poughkeepsie, several police agencies investigated a multi-car accident that included a gunshot victim and a stabbing victim on Maple Street, which you don't know where that is. It's right near Oak Street, I guess, probably.
Yeah.
3 vehicles were disabled on the roadway. 2 appeared to have struck each other adjacent to this jewelry stores on the Who Fucking Cares. And it turns out the guy hit somebody in a car, then jumped out, stabbed somebody, and walked down the road. Okay, here we go. So I was driving down the road and I saw a man chasing another man with a bat. He whacked the guy in the head with a bat and the guy fell down. He was still attacking him when a guy with a gun ran up and told him to stop beating him. I think he shot the guy who had the bat. Then I drove around the block and came over to wait for the cops, and I saw another guy get stabbed. So this guy went for the whole fucking kit and caboodle.
He went
for the cycle, man. He got everything.
Yeah.
So good for him. I know. I just thought I was like, wow, that's way to be a criminal, though. Right. Right. If you're going to be a criminal, why not be a Hall of Fame level criminal?
You know what I'm saying? You straight up. That's a DMX style criminal.
Right. So now, Fred, we'll take you to our lovely friends in Florida.
Yeah. There you go. Florida, man.
This is courtesy of our friends at 96krock.com.
Nothing but rock.
Nothing but rock in this story for some reason. A Tampa woman fulfills her childhood dream. Would you care to guess what her childhood dream is, Fred?
Having sex with Mickey Mouse.
No. Close. Possibly it. Allan, any guesses as to what this Florida woman's childhood dream would be?
Have sex with Jeff.
Jeff, no, that's Jeff's dream. Isn't it? Thank you, Jeff. So I don't think that's anyone's dream. But you never know. So thanks to our friends at the MCU Bleeding Edge podcast. No, a woman fulfills her childhood dream of becoming a stripper, just like her mom.
Oh yeah, runs in the family.
That's right.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
No, it does not. Sabrina, which is not how you spell Sabrina. Sebrena. Sabrina Verlice of Tampa, Florida, had a dream. When she was just 14, her mom, a former exotic dancer, gave her some old costumes to try on. That's when the Tampa woman knew she wanted to follow in her mom's footsteps and enter into the family business. 6 years later, at the age of 20, she bought a pole, a pair of pleaser heels, and 2 dancer outfits. And after practicing for 2 days straight, she auditioned in a club in Clearwater, Florida. Her audition became her first night's work, and she took home $300.
Nice.
I had a dream that one day when I turned 20,
Show you my
I could go
titties.
to Dirty Rick's and apply for a job.
Dirty.
I could get so many different venereal diseases.
Oh, the cocaine flows easy at Dirty Rick's.
Set my labias free.
The debauchery.
Oh, yeah, we should have gotten the Reverend for this one.
Yeah.
So he would probably know about her, actually. Oh, Sabrina, my old friend.
Sabrina. I love Sabrina. That's her stage name.
After her audition, she took home $300. Now, 3 years later, She works 10 to 25 hours a week on the pole and on the stage and in the private rooms and makes up to $10,000.
See, that's not fair. That's not fucking fair, man.
Right?
I mean, strippers should pay like 50% in taxes. Like, that's just not fair.
You okay?
No, I'm not. I work my fucking ass off. I work.
In fairness, they work their asses as well.
No, yeah, they don't work them off though. They just the asses just keep getting fatter.
They dance them off.
25 grand. Dang.
That's insane.
So in a week, she made, and this one, according to this, in a week she made $6,640, and that's what she put on her TikToks. Would you like to know what her TikTok is, Fred, just for your own reference?
So I can go fucking
Nope. Don't care. Don't care what you do. Ship.
What's her ticket?
It's at Ship VV Wrecked. RECKED. Ship Wrecked.
Shipped vaginas wrecked.
So follow her on TikTok and then follow us on TikTok.
Fucking sex workers.
So would you like to continue on with the news, Fred?
No, I'm pissed.
Okay,
Go ahead.
We'll stay in Florida for this one, Fred.
Go ahead.
All right.
You better be some happy shit in here.
Oh, it's great. It's way
Give me
happier.
some happy news.
Okay, great. Flesh-eating bacteria found in raw shellfish and seawater linked to 5 deaths in Florida.
Yes.
Again, this could be related to Jeff. This is from our friends at NBC News, South Florida. A rare species of so-called flesh-eating bacteria was found in raw shellfish and seawater and has been linked to 5 deaths in Florida this year. Vibrovolcanismus, a dangerous strain of the vibrobacteria that can lead to infections and can cause skin breakdown and ulcers, was confirmed in the Tampa Bay area. That is where Jeff lives. So that's also where our friend Draper could allegedly live. So, or allegedly, maybe he died from eating some raw fish.
Maybe he ate some shellfish.
Right. That's the. So, vibrovolcanismus is naturally occurring bacteria in warm, brackish seawater. It requires salt and can enter through fresh cuts and scrapes. So, yeah, there's a lot of people in Florida.
That's crazy, man.
You can do it with sores too, Fred. So, watch out.
So, like, this your nose and shit stuff. Like, what falls off first?
It says it will eat your face.
Eat your face.
Well, it says while most people who contact fibrosis will recover in about 3 or so days with no long-term effects, a small percentage of those who get it require intensive care or even amputation of body parts. Jeez. Florida reported 17 deaths in 74 cases in 2022, but those numbers were abnormally high due to the impacts of Hurricane Ian, according to the health department. Mm-hmm. And then it goes on to show me 63 ads. So I guess that's the end of that story.
That's crazy.
So Fred,
can you imagine your nose falling off, man?
I cannot imagine that.
Michael Jackson.
Fred,
you'd have to get one of those glasses. You have to get some of those glasses.
Was it Groucho Marx?
Groucho Marx glasses.
Yeah.
Futurama, remember?
Yeah. What was the what's going on with is it Bradley what's his nuts? Who's that?
Cooper?
Bradley Cooper, who's getting flack for wearing a prosthetic nose.
Yeah,
that movie
conductor
looks boring as shit.
It probably is.
Like, oh my god, I know
they
that
call it,
like,
what do they call it? Jewing him up.
Jew-face?
Jew-face. Yeah, gave him Jew-face.
I feel like that's more bad than actually doing it. Just naming it that is worse for some reason.
I guess it's like, I guess Jewish people are mad about it, but like,
no, a rabbi.
Kids,
a rabbi ruled and said it is not racist.
Right.
So he's clear.
Right, he's clear. Okay, his kids even signed off on it.
Yeah, one Jewish guy was like, "It's all right with me."
Yeah, he's a rabbi.
He's like, yeah. He's like, does he smear his bagel?
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. So, Fred,
yep.
Courtesy of our friends at BBC News, Russia's, this is space news, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Russia's Luna 25 spacecraft has crashed into the moon. So Russia's unmanned Luna 25 spacecraft has crashed on the moon after spinning out of control. It was Russia's first moon mission. You didn't hear about it?
I did.
Heard about it. You're hearing about it right now.
Well, I'm hearing
Breaking news. Also, they killed some dude. Breaking news. It was Russia's first moon mission in almost 50 years. The craft was due to be the first ever to land on the moon's south pole, but it failed after encountering problems as it moved into its pre-landing orbit. And so it exploded.
Yeah, and then India landed one
Roscosmos.
today. Yeah, India landed one today. Yep.
India landed one today.
Good for them. It's a race.
Even India's better than Russia.
Well, I mean, India's got
It's
a small
India,
smart
man.
people
Come
in it.
on, man.
And when it landed, they like
no.
They did like
no,
they did
no,
a dance.
no.
Everybody in space control just like broke out in unison in the same fucking dance. It's like
It was awesome.
Not to do it.
You did try. You made him do it. Really. So, yep, it was. And so we go on to tell the rest of the story. Roscosmos, I like Roscosmos better, which is Russia's state space corporation, said it lost contact shortly after midnight on Saturday. Russia was racing to the moon's south pole against India, whose Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft is scheduled to land there already. It sent a rover to explore the rocks and craters, gathering data and images sent back to Earth. That's it. So, great. Chandrayaan.
Okay.
Anyway, that's it. No, Russia sucks. Come at us. Come at me, Russia.
Don't fly in small planes or take hot tubs.
No, I know. Well, lucky for me, I'm broke and I won't be doing any of that. So that's some of the news. We've got some more news, though. Don't worry. That's not all, Fred. Back to a little happier news, Fred. Why not?
There you go. Come on, man.
Yeah. And this is local news from our friends in CBS New York.
All right.
Put a smile on my face.
Fred, I'm smiling while I say this to convey a sense of happiness for you.
Okay.
Fred, it's the first ever anti-rat day of action held in Harlem to fight rats the size of crocodiles.
Come on, man.
I thought you would like this because it's about animals. New York City is getting
crocodile rats.
New York City's getting tough on their rodent problem. The first anti-rat day of action was held Saturday in Harlem.
Hey.
City agencies, including the sanitation department, teamed up to show and tell people how to keep rats out of their community.
The mob showed up with a bunch of guys. These are rats.
These dirty rats.
And so if you watch the video,
Get out of my city, you dirty rat.
It said rats need food, shelter, and water to survive.
Oh,
Today,
you talk about humans.
No, it says rats. Today, we're going to cut off their food source and reduce their habitat. Take away the places they can live, said Kathleen Karate. Not karate, like karate.
Karate.
Corradi. How else would you say
like
that?
karate.
Sure.
Karate.
She's the New York City Director of Rodent Mitigation.
What? That's a job?
Yeah. Ruth McDaniels, a Harlem
what does
resident.
she do? Like have a meeting with the Rat King? And look, you can have 125th all the way up to South Avenue.
This is Rat Island.
Yeah.
With Splinter.
Don't you come south of 125th.
Yeah, she means Splinter. This is probably something to do with the new Ninja Turtles game that's coming out. So, according to Ruth McDaniels, a Harlem resident, we've had rats the size of crocs just running up and down the street. Like a croc shoe. Average size 8 running up and down the street. I thought they meant crocs like crocodiles. Apparently, crocs like the shoe. So Harlem is one of 4 mitigation zones in the city that will get additional funding to help combat rats.
Like what else do you need to know to get out the fucking city, man?
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are just running away from the city.
They've taken over. Like
because they
you've
took
lost
their guns
control
away.
of it.
That's right. Without guns, how can we fight the rats?
The guns, the rats are taking over.
How can we fight the rats?
That's the new gun law. You can only have a gun if you're shooting rats.
You are a rat.
If you're shooting rats, not snitches,
Man,
just rats.
Dude, I was going through the Holland Tunnel and I saw a rat. I'm lying. It probably was as big as a croc. It was that big. And that motherfucker looked at me and I looked at him because we were stopped. And I
don't make eye contact.
I looked the other way. I was like,
don't make eye contact with that thing, man.
No.
What was that? There was something where he's talking about he saw a rat wearing a hat, and then like a week later he went back and saw the same rat wearing a different hat. I don't remember what that was from, but if you remember, tweet the show and tell us about it. So okay, so Fred, I will bring some better news to you right now. This is our last news bit of the week. No, this is a real thing.
Here we go. This is gonna be Fred, worse than all. And
no, you're gonna love this one because it's about something that you're actually interested in. Fred, do you know what fractional investing is?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like
to give? That's when you, instead of buying, like if a share costs $1 and you have $11. Well, no, you have $10.50. You could buy 10.5 shares.
Right. Or if something costs $1 million, you could put in $1,000 and get
like
100th of it or whatever it is.
Right. Yeah. Fraction.
Or a 1% of it.
Right.
Okay. So, Fred, do you know who Alex Mazmej is? Mazmej is? Nope, you don't. He is a man who sold fractional shares of himself.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yep, he's Alex Mazmej. This is courtesy of our friends at decrypt.co. Alex Mazmej sold a piece of his future via an ICO for $Alex, which he says is the first Ethereum-based token that represents a human. So Alex dreams of being a I'm telling you, man, he dreams of being a Silicon Valley demigod. And the 23-year-old Parisian sold himself via an ICO last week to reach that lofty goal. More specifically, he's selling tokens called $Alexes so that true believers in him can buy fractional shares in him and his success.
We should do
Thus far, 30 investors have participated. And they've generated $20,092 to get him from Paris to Hollywood or whatever, Silicon Valley. And after 5 days, the sale ended. So what do you get if you buy an Alex coin, I guess is an Alex token? According to CoinGecko, it's worth 1 cent, essentially. One token is worth 1 cent.
Right.
So what you can do is Alex holders are promised a share of any money he makes in the next 3 years.
Right.
He'll pay out up to a total of $100,000 over the next 3 years. The rest is his to keep.
Right.
You can also, and this is where it gets weird for me. I was already weird, but Alex token holders can also vote on some of his life decisions. Which I think is, I guess if you own stock in him, like you should be able to vote.
You're a shareholder. Yeah.
Right. And you can also request that he promotes, I guess, you via his social media channels. At last count, he had 3,258 followers on X, 517 on Instagram, and 500 on LinkedIn. That's not even that good.
That's crazy.
So Mej, in return for his new kind of indentured servitude, promised to devote himself to opening up new businesses. He told Decrypt that he has plans to create a decentralized finance startup that focuses on consumer savings. So not only could you get 5x ROI in 3 years, that's return on investment.
Right.
But you can also profit from the Alex market price too. There you go.
They do that with college athletes too.
Where you
there's a company out there that they'll give college athletes so much money while they're in college, and then when they go pro,
they get a chunk back.
They get a cut off their first contract. You know what I'm saying? They get you pay back the money that they lent you, plus they get like 5% of the contract.
Yeah, plus interest or whatever. Yeah,
right.
I guess that works, dude. I was trying to explain this to my kid the other day, because he was like, "Dad, how do you make money?"
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, well, you have money." And he's like, "Well, what do you mean?"
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm like, once you have money, it's so much easier to make money.
Yeah.
Have no money and try to make money.
Right.
He's like, what do you mean? I said, well, so people will loan people money and then they get more money back and they didn't do anything.
Yeah. Right.
They just loan them the money.
That's how money is created.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's how money is created.
They were saying that's how Jeff Bezos doesn't pay taxes. And Elon Musk and all them, what they do is they take their stock options, they take a loan against it.
Right.
Off the money, off the loan, and then Pay the interest.
I heard they do also something like they'll pay an artist like, hey, here's $25K. I want you to paint me a painting. And a dude will put like one streak on a canvas. He'll have his friend appraise it for $20 million and then donate it to a museum. Yeah. And that's $20 million. That's a $20 million donation.
Price right off. Yeah, right
and
off.
Writes off his taxes. You know what I'm saying? That's some dirty shit, man.
What a scam, man.
Some dirty, damn decrepit, demoralizing.
See, so in your opinion, which one is worse? The scamming billionaires or the woman who wanted to be a stripper like her mommy?
All of them, both of them.
No, but I'd say the
worse. Which one is worse?
The stripper's working for her money.
Yeah,
right.
Working. Yeah, the billionaire. Yeah.
Well, can I just say that she is not an attractive stripper?
Well,
so
you know what?
Titties, man. Titties pay the bills.
No, I don't know if that's it. No, this is not great. But for Florida,
let me see. Let's see a picture.
Hold on, yeah, I'll pull up a
pull it up.
Quick.
Let me see.
Quick picture over here. Hold on, kids. Just pad, Fred.
Let me see salmonella. I want to see
Sabrina.
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 Sapadapalina.
Here you go. All right, Allan, give him the.
Let me see what she look like, because I'm an expert judge on strippers. I've been judging strippers since I was.
As soon as Allan, there you go. Okay. So there's Sabrina.
Oh no! No.
Right. Exactly.
No,
it's not working.
See, that's the new thing. You didn't have to be all out there like that. She looked like a drag queen.
I don't think she's making that much money. I think she's shit up.
Well,
Florida. Keep in mind. I mean, yeah, look at some of our friends from Florida, man. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's Florida, dude.
And Tampa at that.
Yeah.
She's in Ybor City. She's making a killing.
Right. Yeah, she's in a huge city. You know what I'm saying? She's making a killing.
And it's real dark.
Baseball season, football season. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's real dark there. So
yeah, it's real dark in the strip club. Yeah.
The sun don't come up on Ybor City.
Yeah, it's all dark and motherfuckers are too turned up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It turns up from the
money just fall out their pocket.
Right. They just love to do it.
I could probably get up there and make 300.
I do. I thought we were going to get. When are we getting that OnlyFans going? I thought you were supposed to do that before you got COVID.
Oh yeah. My wife said we couldn't do it.
No, come on. She doesn't have to be part of it.
I don't want nobody looking at your booty but me.
Well, too bad.
I want nobody popping the pimples on your butt but me.
Oh, well, that's gross.
That's love.
But that is love. And that's what OnlyFans will pay us for, is to pop pimples on each other's butts. That's what this show may end up being.
We have to do it in a circle. We have to do it in a circle.
A big and a pimple pop.
Allan pop my pimples. I pop Matt's pimples and Matt pops Allan's.
And then every 5 minutes we switch.
Yeah.
We have to turn around. All at the same time. It's a whole thing. It's going to be great.
Every third pimple.
Not complex BLC world for that, kids. BLC our asses. Hey, I got one. BLC.
Hey.
All right. So, yeah, that's all our news. No more BLC news of the world tonight.
Next time it's going to be called Parker's Press.
Next time it'll be Parker's in the press.
Parker's Press.
Then it'll slowly shift to Parker is depressed. I'll just be like, oh, guys, let me tell you what happened.
Depressed.
I'll be like, oh, another day.
Well, the last time he had the pills, he'd be like,
yeah, I'm like, this is my last show, guys. It's nice knowing you. Parker's depressed. Out. So Jesus Christ cannot save you, Fred.
No.
All right, guys. Well, don't forget, next week we have the guys from the Hit the Books podcast. They're going to be joining us. Feel free to tweet the show with any questions or gambling suggestions you may have or may need. They're super cool dudes. They'll totally help us out and give us some information, probably, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Fred's going to find out who to pick with fantasy. Fred,
there you go.
You're scamming already. So,
I'm a scammer.
I have a fantasy draft tomorrow night, and it's going to be a shit show because I haven't looked at anything all year.
Me either. I ain't watched.
It's going to be great.
I ain't watched what episode of Sports Center.
No, I hadn't either. I forgot about our draft until Scott said that thing today. I was like, oh,
it's not today.
I know, but I forgot that we actually had one coming.
We did.
Right.
So We'll make sure to recap that because people give a shit about that.
Yeah.
And all right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We will see you next week. Like I said, we'll get some of the guys from the Hit the Books podcast on. Check them out at hitthebookspodcast.com. And of course, see us as well anywhere that strippers make $6 a night.
Yep.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Supporting the locals.
We'll be like
That's right.
Like
Stay
Al
local.
Bundy with he put the fish string on the dollar and the
Pulls
string. He'd be like,
I toss a quarter and yank it back. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Good night, everybody.
I'll see you later.
Peace.
Oh, I had one I thought about and I forgot it.
We are laughing. And we are very good friends. Good buddies, sharing a special moment.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the men's side.
Get to the chopper!
Oh, what a day. What a motherfucking day.
Well, that's all, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Goddamn hit. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
As you know, I'm a man of special needs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.